enough violence going on in Elizabeth for too many towns. It's enough violence going on. We need to just stop and get a hold of ourselves, take care of our youth better, and build our society back up amongst our people, because killing each other is not going to help.
I just would like to say, I wish the youth in this community and everywhere else, please understand the value of life and stop the violence. Life is so important, and we need to take it real serious, because it's a big old world out here, and there's a lot of things we can do if we put our minds to it other than violence.
Yeah, the anti-violence rally is going to be Saturday, October 1st, 1 p.m. in front of the Union County Courthouse in Elizabeth. That's 2 Broad Street. That's going to be Saturday. Write that down. That's Saturday, October 1st, 1 p.m. in front of the Union County Courthouse, 2 Broad Street in Elizabeth. You coming? Okay, tell your friends. All right, talk to you. I'm National Director of United Youth Council Incorporated, standing here in front of the Union County Courthouse, where it has the highest rate of convictions here in the state of New Jersey, in Elizabeth, right here in Elizabeth, yeah, the first state capital. I'm going to talk to you a few minutes about something. One of the most concerned issues among most urban cities here in New Jersey, and even around the country, and that is violence. Violence is the most talked about issue among urban cities around the state of New Jersey. 15 cities are affected by violence, are at risk of some young man or women being shot down in the street. I know you are concerned about it. I know it's one of those issues that's talked about among politicians, among community leaders, from clergy, that violence is an epidemic in our community and something has to be done. Saturday, October 1st, we will lead the most largest high-profile rallies in the history of the state of New Jersey on the issue of violence. We're pushing for a public hearing. We want the state to declare violence a public health crisis. Now, here's something else you need to know. Most of these violent incidents is among African American, mostly male. 63%, that's 63% of the prison population are African American. And guess what? 55% of them return to become worse off than they are, to be released out to our streets. These are our communities. Black America, this is our community. But white America, Hispanic America should be concerned about this. Because guess what? Now it's just not being so-called criminals against criminals. These are innocent people. You're talking about women walking their children home from school. Talking about a young man have to go to a store and get shot down in the street. We're talking about college kids just chilling out in the back schoolyard and getting shot and killed execution style. We can go on and on. You heard the stories. You watched the news. Violence is crazy in New Jersey. So Saturday, October 1st at 1 o'clock, right here in front of the Union County Courthouse building, at 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, that's Saturday, October 1st, we want you to be here. We want you to tell your friends and your neighbors. Why? Because violence has become an epidemic.
Stop the violence. Real simple. Stop killing each other.
Shout out to my boy Ski, you know what I mean? Rest in peace. I love you, bro. I mean, keep your head up. You got it.
What's going on? I mean, Eric Prieto. You know what I mean? I'm over here in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Just came home. And basically just want to send a positive message out to everybody. You know, it ain't worth doing no dirt, you know what I mean? Might as well get yourself together. Don't cause to no crime, stay out of trouble. And just came home trying to get myself on my feet. It ain't easy, but anything worth doing ain't gonna be easy, so you know what I mean? It's gonna be hard, you just gotta work at it, you know what I mean? Stay away from all the balls. But para toda mi gente de español, deja la mierda, bro. Todo suave, hace que tú tienes que hacer para hacer el dinero, you know, pone tu adelante. That's it, bro.
I'm right here, where it's two buildings. On one side is the jail, where hundreds of people are locked up. Federal prisoners, murderers, you name it, they're here. On the other side, where outside I'm standing on a courtroom. This is where the process happens in. This is where the judges and the jury make a decision on who goes to jail or what. This county has the highest conviction rate. There's no doubt about it. The problem is, it's not resolving the problem. It's still not curbing violence. It's still not stopping little Johnny from killing little Jimmy on the streets. It's still not doing anything to have an impact on anything. So what is the policing system? What is even the justice system doing to have an impact on people being terrorized in 15 different cities across the state of New Jersey? What's happening? What are they doing right? And what are they doing wrong? Well, one of the things, I tell you what we're doing, we haven't not spoken out. We haven't spoken loud. Saturday, October 1st, in front of the Union County Building, 2 Broad Street at 1 o'clock, you need to be there. Over here across the street, you see these barbed wires right here? You see this highly maximum secure area where the prisoners or inmates go. And then folks come to visit them. You know, their mothers and their sisters and their brothers. They come to see their loved ones in these facilities. But guess what? I told you before, 55% of the people that go to jail return. 55%. Thousands are released in urban cities like Newark, like Jersey City, like Elizabeth, like and Trenton, Patterson, what have you. They're released back into the system with no education for the most part, no direction, no psychological evaluation, no understanding of where they're going to go. So they end back on the streets where they came from and become more worse than them. So somebody, somewhere, is not doing something. Is not making whatever there needs to be right to stop the prison population. And why is 63% of the prison population are African American in the state of New Jersey? Is it racism? Is it we're that bad as black people? Or something societal is going on that's more mysterious and more methodological than we can even think about. I can't even think of a word for it. But I'm going to tell you one thing, folks. This is real. This problem is real. You need to say to yourself, my kid that is 12-year-old, or you may have a kid 18-year-old, 21, in my case 25, could they be a victim?
Stop the violence. Stop the violence. Stop that shooting. That's not good. I lost too many people to these streets.
Hey, my name is Saz, in and out Bell Bonds, Plainfield, New Jersey. You know, here representing stopping the violence. You know, we're here for the city, here for all the streets, and basically it's better to know us and not need us than to need us and not know us. But we support stopping all the violence.
Hey, look at me real quick. Come a little closer. Your kid could end up in one of these church wagons. That's right. And when he gets in there, believe me, he's going from here to the courthouse, and from the courthouse, if he's guilty, he's going there. Look at those bomb wires. See that? That's where your child gonna end up at. If you keep acting stupid, if you keep carrying out the gun, it's fancy, it's okay. Listen, folks, this thing is about bringing progress to our community. It's to try to clear this air of violence and mayhem that continue to happen on the corners of streets that, look, you're a paid taxpayer, right? Doesn't matter if you're black, white, or brown, doesn't matter. Aren't you fed up? Don't you wish you could walk the streets of Newark or Elizabeth or Jersey City and go out and take your family out for dinner? You know what I'm saying? Don't you look, that cop that got killed, remember the cop? He got shot in a one of those little chicken spots where he went to go buy a piece of chicken or a piece or whatever. Somebody came by and done a drive-by, shot up the store and shot this cop. He caught one in the head. 2 other people got shot. You know, that's the jail. Behind you is the court. That's the end result. Do you want your kid to end up like that? Do you want to stand up? Come with us. Join us. Saturday, October 1st, from the Union County Courthouse to Broad Street, 1 o'clock, October 1st. You know, some of you are going to be all over the place anyway, down in the Midtown District, shopping or what have you. Well, take your time out. It's a Saturday. Saturday, October 1st. Be a part of this. Be a part of it. Don't leave this day out. Because otherwise, your kid is going to end up in one of these trucks. And he's going to be cast off right there. Look at him. I want you to get close to that. See that barbed wire there? You can't escape that. You're going to be there for the rest of your life for killing someone or causing some sort of mayhem or being caught with a gun in your hand. Do you want that? Make up your mind if you want that, folks. Come here, take a look at me. Let's walk down. Let's walk. Let's see.
6 years of training.
We're the largest high school in the state. I mean, no, not the state. We have the largest high school in the country. Over 5,000 students that every day come to these campuses. Listen, folks, our greatest influence is going to be in our schools, our teachers, our basketball, football, hockey coaches. I mean, listen, if we don't influence our kids in the schools to do the right thing, if we don't influence them to say, look, don't mess with guns, don't use violence as your first, second, or third, or even last result. We have to influence the kids in our schools. And this high school, which is the largest in the country, can have a great impact. So we're encouraging teachers and students and coaches and parents to take this call seriously. Saturday, October 1 o'clock from the Union County Courthouse, be there in numbers. Tell your students, tell your faculty members, come out and join us. Across the state, 15 cities. Join us on this big, large message of saying, stop the violence, enough is enough. Folks, I'm here in the belly of a graveyard. That's right, in the graveyard. This is where some of those folks, many of those folks have been suffering gunshot wounds, stab wounds, or beat downs, end up right here in this graveyard. Look, folks, this could be one of your children who really are good kids, just happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. You remember those 4 kids in the schoolyard murders in Newark? Good kids, college kids, were those kids that was off the chain. Killed them, what the news media had described as a massacre, as an execution. Those kids died. Those kids end up here. And let me tell you something personal. My godson was shot 7 times, murdered, right here in Elizabeth. He was shot 7 times, murdered. You know where he ended up? Right here, Panic County. This is where, and these grave little spots represent the hundreds to thousands of lives we lost over years in our city due to violence, due to mayhem, due to people who have, and people like us who have remained silent. Folks, this is serious business. Join us Saturday, October 1st, in front of the Union County Courthouse. Join us in large numbers. Tell your friends, tell your family members. Go on YouTube, spit it out on your Facebook. You know, say if you want to reach out to us, hey, I told you, I gave you information. You can check out our website, unitedyouthcouncil.org, or you can email unitedyouthcouncilinc@yahoo.com. Oh, guess what? I'm going to give you a phone number. Write this down. 215-316-7952. Write it down now. That's 215-316-7952. That's our national number. You can reach us. Join us that Saturday, October 1st, 1 o'clock in front of the Union County Courthouse building, 2 Broad Street, Elizabeth, New Jersey, from all across the state. I'm going to give you those 15 cities that are at risk. This monument, a monument of the most peaceful man that ever exists in terms of mobilizing the people using the power of nonviolence. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, what would he be saying to this epidemic that's plaguing urban cities today? What would Dr. King say? What would he say to our people, to black people, to poor people, indigenous people, people living in urban areas that are plagued with this crisis of violence? First of all, he would use his method, and his method of peace, nonviolence. He'll be spreading that message in those same cities that we're talking about that's being plagued by violence. Dr. King is a symbol of our movement, folks. Dr. King is a symbol of why I'm standing here today urging you to join us on Saturday, October 1st, at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. in front of the Union County Courthouse. Dr. King will be an outrage. Dr. King will be more than outspoken. He'll be speaking to peace. That same peace that I'm talking about today, he'll speak to the people in power to say, look, stand up and do something about it. So if you feel like Dr. King, if you believe in his work, if you believe in the movement of nonviolence and peace in our community, then join us on Saturday, October 1st, 1 o'clock from the Union County Courthouse, 2 Broad Street, Elizabeth. Why? Because this is what Dr. King did. I'm sure he will, because he's a man of peace.
What's good? How you doing? This is Wiley Dixon, aka Main Event Certified Street Ball Legend, Ball for Life. And I'm here today with a very special message. Listen, pay attention, and spread the word. Love is love, and that's for life.
Listen, to all my brothers and sisters in the community, we need to stop the violence, stop the guns, stop the gangs, and start coming together and unify. This is one thing that's happening. Courtrooms start getting filled, we start going in the institution, and the institutions become a revolving door. If one of us can stop each other from having negative thoughts, we could proceed to make a better way for our people and also our families.
Hey, just like Boost Mobile, hey, we trying to network with communities. Yes, we start in New Jersey where the violence is prevalent in major cities, but also right here, whether it's from Boston to New York to Philadelphia, Jersey, all the way over. Look down the map. Here to Florida, come across the mid area, down here in Ohio, to Memphis, oh man, come on, New Orleans, crazy, right? Come across, all across the map. We're going over here, all in these particular areas. And Mexico City, boy, it's rough over there. We're coming over here down to LA, San Diego, San Francisco. Folks, yes, this is like Boost. Nationwide, this problem is happening. Nationwide, folks. Step up. Violence is a sickness. Violence is a crisis, and violence must end. Stay with me, folks. Major corporations play a role in this. Why? Because you have influence of our young people. I'm talking about McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, but anywhere our young people and major corporations should be involved in investing for the future and the lives of our young people, particularly in urban areas where these fast foods are plentiful. You know what I'm saying? Just as much as you are to put yourself in those urban communities, you should be just as concerned about those urban kids shooting themselves, dying on the street corner, in the hood. You know what I'm saying? This is where, and some of those incidents that happen at fast food restaurants. It's happening at corners where these places are at. It's not a blame game. It's about everybody co-opting together. Yes, the hip-hop community. Yes, major corporations. Yes, our young people, our teachers, our mothers, our parents, our police, our judges. Anybody that makes a difference. Our young people are dying in the streets. So Saturday, October 1st, I want you to join me, folks. For real, join us Saturday, October 1st in front of the Union County Courthouse, 1 o'clock. Be there because it's very, very important.